everybody, Joe's Garage here, and today we are installing see that is an oil catch can. And so what an oil catch can does is it actually catches a lot of fumes, oil fumes, and other stuff too, before it makes itself into the air intake manifold. And when that happens, it can gunk up part of the valves and cause a shorter life of your engine. So I had bought this on Amazon. I liked it because it was red. There's a screw here and here that you can mount it to, already threaded into the frame. So I did that with a threaded screw. I screwed that in. I bought these hoses from UPR. UPR makes a catch can that, I'll be honest with you, I found out after I had bought this catch can. Their catch can is really good, but I didn't want to buy another one. But I bought their hoses because their hoses have a quick disconnect. It's the same quick disconnect that comes with the car. So you literally just have to squeeze it and they pop off. They're quite easy. They click on. When they're on sturdy. I bought some additional valves to make sure that I can get it to go from the quick disconnect, because the valves that came with, or I should say the inputs and outputs that came with the catch can, were garbage. They were for like a push-on hose, and I wanted it to be for this click-on quick disconnect hose. So from here, you've got an out, which goes into here. You've got an in, which comes from here, wraps around, and goes in to here. The hardest part was mounting, I think. I mean, to be honest with you, this right here was the hardest part. It was, you just disconnect the old tube that goes from here to here. There's a couple of spots here on these brackets. You got to remove those, or just remove the hose from those, and then literally run the hose from the initial point. Instead of where it goes right in, it's got to come into the catch can first. Catch can catches and condensates the air which has oil in it, and then it goes out clean air. Also, UPR puts a little check valve so that it goes in one direction and one direction only, and you want to make sure that it is going in the proper direction from, I don't know if you can see this, the catch can has where it says out, and then it goes out and then comes back in as it wraps around right into here. And that's it. And so supposedly, some people say it does something, some people say it does nothing. For $150 between the hoses and the catch can, is it worth saving your engine, maybe giving you an extra 50,000 miles or 100,000 miles? I don't know. People say it does, because you're going to get less gunk, less buildup into some of the valves by stopping that oil mess. And especially if you track a car, they say that when you track a car, obviously you're pushing the engine a lot harder, it's pushing out a lot more fumes, and there's going to be a little bit more oil in that. Once you do your oil change, and you really should empty this out at every oil change, you unscrew the bottom part here, take it out, dump it out. Some people put steel wool, some people put an oil filter material in there to catch and condensate the oil that's coming out. I don't know, I've heard people argue one way or the other, but I think something like that in there. I put steel, I think I have a steel wool pad so that it won't rust. That's sitting in there. And the cool thing that I like about this particular catch can is this. It's an unscrewable or screwable dipstick. So without having to take the whole thing off, you can actually see if there's an accumulation of oil in there. Some people get a couple drops, some people get like quite a bit in there. So if that saves you from getting that into your intake air manifold, worth it, right? So that's all set up, that's ready to go. I'm going to put the cover back on with the bazillion T15 screws that hold the cover that keep you from seeing the beautiful engine that's in here. I'm going to put that back on and close this bad boy up.